So, extreme misogyny will be classed as terrorism under Yvette Cooper's plan to fight young men's radicalization. Think about this, honestly. So, extreme misogyny will be treated as terrorism for the first time to combat radicalization of young men online, according to reports. Why do they say radicalization? Or what do they actually mean by that? Or are they inferring, I'm just saying, are they inferring that certain types of groups out there may feel that the value of women are less than what should be respected and embraced? Would that be fair? Yeah, the radicalization. What do they mean by that, really, seriously? So government plans will look to tackle violence against women and girls in the same way as Islamist and far-right extremism amid fears that current Home Office guidance is too narrow. Now, the thing that should stare people right in the face is when you look at how judges in the UK treat crimes that have been done by men and also been done by women. It's the net result, time and time and time again. What is meted out to women is a fraction by and large of what's meted out to men. And many women comment and say, what? This is ridiculous. And some people who recognise this, who are quite criminal, but because they are female, have worked the system like you wouldn't believe. Seriously. When it comes to theft or things that guys have also done, but the outcome is so much different. Truly it is. And I had started listening to a vid done by a fellow YouTuber, a respected fellow YouTuber called Resisting the Lies, with the title Latest Suicide Statistics in My Story, Thoughts and Advice. Now, I confess I haven't listened to it in its entirety, but, within reasonable amount of minutes, he had pointed out that men in Scotland are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than women. That's absolutely outrageous. That really is when you think about it, yeah? Because men have been demonized for decades. The world's problems basically are apparently too many in these New Age networks, the third sector, civil society, all the rest of it, which you should look a lot more into. It's the problems are based on men, basically. That's it. And when you're being indoctrinated this from childhood, from infancy, you're just by your sex, you are a potential X, Y, and Z. I mean, honestly, I can't recommend Resisting the Lies channel enough. If you go back over a few months or a year or whatever, the amount of times when it comes to the Scottish Parliament and this venomous hatred towards males is just astounding. But by and large, males, native, shall we say, to the UK, are not doing the things of which you can have terms like radicalization. Radicalization. Think about this. Why are they calling it? Yeah? Or is it just a bunch of misogynists native to the UK who have said, we're going to radicalize every male out there to be even more misogynistic than we are? And of course, remember in this thesis, antithesis brings about synthesis, the left, the right, paradigm this and fucking, whatever you want to call it. The best they can come up with is the Andrew Tates. Yeah, Andrew Tate, I mean, have I looked into his background massively? No. But, I don't have a huge amount of respect for somebody that, I need to have so many cars for a penis extension. Fuck off with that pish. Seriously. Oh, I'm a really fit guy, but I'm smoking cigars because I'm successful. You need to be like me. Honestly, there's so many things, so many holes in this Andrew Tate, but he's a character created out the same occult groups. That's it. You create the left, you create the right, and then you control it all. Seriously. To bring about where you want to go. Seriously. Even his tattoos, I have a thought or two about. And, but to some, no, this is a guy. He knows it all. He's still only in his 30s, isn't he? It was only a few decades ago that most people had quite a lot of common sense, and they looked at people far older than him who didn't have to be built like the proverbial brick shithouse, but brought wisdom when they went into the pub. Yeah? Many solutions were just based over a chat of a fine ale. Yeah? Now it's like, no, you've got to be a certain way. You've got to be this. And in order to be successful, to be the alpha male, you've got to have 15 cars, and they've all got to be worth millions. And, and then they demonize him, but it's all part of this pish. That's what it's about, to bring about this imbalance. Because believe me, misandry is something that people should be looking at a lot more. Seriously. The demonization of men, if it was reversed, it would be all over the papers. Oh, such misogynistic X, Y, and Z. But misandry gets a free pass. And this comes down, and it ties into humanity, and it absolutely ties into eugenics and where they plan to go as regards humanity in the future. And I'll speak to you soon.